welcome. This is a Faith Girlfriend series. And in the past 2 episodes, we've been talking about dealing with disappointment. And now, we said, acknowledge your feeling, take it to God in prayer, whatever it is you're dealing with. Number 3, you're supposed to change your perspective. Number 4, surround yourself with a support system if you need to. Then number 5 is you need to take positive action. So how do you do that? How do you take positive action? Because you need to deal with the disappointment so you can move forward. Otherwise, you stay stuck. I'm sure you've seen people who have either I have dealt with grief for even 5 years, and others, after a few months, they're okay. The point is we need to find a solution to what we are going through so that we can move forward. Yeah. So now, what do you need to do? You need to encourage yourself. You need to surround yourself with people who inspire you, who are encouraging you, people who have gone through what you've gone through, as we said in the support system, and succeeded. You don't want to go to that person who is stuck. They themselves can't help you out because they are stuck. So find someone who succeeded, who made it through what you're feeling, what you're going through. And then after that, you need to remember that whatever happened to you, it's not unique to you. You're not the first one to go through it. Yeah? You're not the last person to go through what you've gone through. So meaning then your life must go on. It's not unique to you. Other people have gone through it, and I love what the Bible says, that there's no trial that happens to man that is not common. So whatever it is you're going through, whatever you're feeling, there's someone else in the world who's going through that same feeling. Not maybe 1 or 2, probably millions of people. But the point is we must move on. Remember the story of Joseph. I started with that in the first episode, and I said he was very innocent, sold as a slave by his brothers just because they didn't like him. He ends up as a slave in a Potiphar's house. The wife starts desiring to sleep with him, accuses him of trying to rape her. He ends up in jail. You see, that's a series of misfortunes that would lead any of us into depression. In fact, by the time he landed in Egypt, he should have given up and decided, I will not even work in this house. I'd rather die. You know, sometimes you get to that point where you even wish you would die. But imagine if he would have allowed himself to either, instead of working hard, become mediocre, because his excellence is what put him in charge of Potiphar's house. He was excellent. Even in jail, he became excellent. And that's how he ended up being in charge of the king's prisoners. And out of that interaction with the king's prisoners, still being excellent, despite how unfortunate life has been to him. How unfair. And he was a God-fearing man. He never did anything wrong. In all those things, he was innocent because he was God-fearing. So imagine if he hadn't decided to move on past his disappointments, then he would never have saved an entire nation, not only the nation of Egypt, but the nation of Israel, also from famine. We wouldn't be talking about Jacob and his sons, because they would have all died. So you need to dust yourself off, whether it's grief, whether it's a disappointment over things, prayers that have not been answered, whether it's unexpected, something that totally unexpected that happened to you that knocked you off your feet. You need to get up and realize there's a higher purpose as to why God allowed you to go through it. Yeah, you need to decide from today, I'm going to move on. I'm going to live my life to the best of my ability. I'm going to serve God to the fullest. Whether I think he failed to answer me or not, I will serve him. I will seek him. Let's become Josephs in this generation where we will love God whether or not we get our answers. Okay? And then now sit down and decide, what do I need to do to get out of this situation that I'm going through right now? What do I need to do? Write down steps that you need to take to change your circumstance and your situation. If maybe you've been spending 2 hours feeling sorry for yourself, find something to do with those 2 hours. Yeah, either start a course, start classes, start volunteering, do something to change your situation. And I'm telling you, this year will be the best year you've ever had. So let's deal with whatever we've been struggling with. Let's deal with it and get it out of the way. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel.